now with some advice for recharging your New Year's resolutions. While many of us make those January 1st goals, it's about this time of the year that they tend to fall by the wayside. So how can we get back on track? Well, Feng Shui expert Carole Hyder is back with some helpful suggestions. Hi, Miss Carole.
Good morning.
Didn't you feel right at home with Yan and all the Chinese expressions?
Yes, it was fabulous.
Everything going on. Okay, we got things to do on our own here, though. We can't be chatting about him all the time. No, you've got some tips about how to get us all back on track in the Feng Shui way. And the first one says, limit yourself to 3 resolutions. Do a lot of people just make too many?
Tons of things. Even when I work with a client, even if it isn't New Year's, they have like 12 things they want to change in their life. Well, this is just unrealistic. It's not going to happen. They're overwhelmed. So hone it down. You know, get down to 2 or 3. And then you can really focus.
Okay. You say to write our resolutions on green paper. Do you mean ecologically green or literally green?
Literally green.
These days we don't know when something's green.
That's true. Clarify. It should be green paper. That's kind of the Western version. It's about growth. Green is about new things happening. Although you could put it in one of those little hongbao, those red envelopes that the chef was doing.
Coins in.
That you put the coins in. You could put your resolutions in that. It would ramp it up a bit.
If it were on green paper and in a red envelope, oh my gosh, look
It'll
out.
just happen.
It would
drop
be
right
fireworks for sure. Okay.
Yes,
you talk about keeping our intentions growing, and that's part of the idea, I'm sure, of the green, but what else is
Well, that's a metaphor. You know, in Feng Shui we use metaphors, and so the way you symbolically grow it is you put it on your green paper or your red envelope or your ecological paper, fold it up, your resolutions, fold it up, and put it under a plant, put it under silk flowers because they represent growth.
Silk?
Silk,
Will work too? Oh,
yes, they will.
Okay.
The dried ones won't.
Okay.
Because they're dead. They're dead.
But the silk ones are the real ones.
They can be very beautiful.
How long do we leave it under our plant, Carole?
Next year you'll have new resolutions, and then you can replace them.
Okay. All righty. Elaborate on your resolutions. Sometimes do we just make a sweeping, I want to lose weight.
I want to lose weight.
I want to stop smoking.
That's right.
That's too broad?
It is too broad. And so what I suggest is that take one of those, take one of your 2 or 3, and just really march it through in your mind. What does that mean? How is that going to work? What's the end result going to look like? Because people say, oh, you know, I want to write a book. Well, do we have a title? Do we have a direction? Do we have, you know, where are you going to write it? You know, like, let's get real specific and jot those things down so it becomes a real process for you.
And steps that will get you where you want to be.
Right.
Okay, our last one is to make room for change. Does this have to do with clutter under the bed and stuff again?
It's always about clutter.
It's always about clutter.
It's always about clutter. And again, the whole metaphor piece about making room for something new. Making room for new clothes because you've lost weight, making room for a new project so you clean out your desk drawers. It's a real symbolic, physical change that happens.
Well, and all that stuff you tell us weighs us down, all that clutter.
Yeah, it really does. It's heavy. Can't move forward.
It's very heavy, folks.
Yes.
So watch out for the clutter. I've taken a lot of her advice. I'm pretty clutter-free right now.
I get that impression you are.
I'm clutter-free. Yes. Okay, great to see you.
Good to see you.
We'll all be working on our resolutions. For more information on Carole or her upcoming Feng Shui classes, you can check out showcaseminnesota.com and just click on the Tuesday link.